Welcome to the Blast Podcast, created and hosted by your friendly neighborhood media personality, me, DSP. I am the voice of Rockland County, New York's art culture, and this platform is the epicenter of said culture. I sit down with many artists, producers, entrepreneurs, among other creatives, and get them to open up to our listeners so they get to know them better. If I'm not doing that, I'm covering current events and reacting to them. Once again, welcome to your new favorite podcast, the Blast Podcast.
I with the night hopes you see. So do unto you unto me. Baby, I came with the sauce, but you complete the recipe. So I say all my Haitians, we're all of the nations. Rep where you came from, but big up my Jamaicans. They're stuck in their ways, the glue's on their face, and we don't even play like that. Oh yeah. The glue's on their face, they're stuck in their ways. The glue's on their face, they're stuck in their ways. The glue's on their face, but we don't even play like that.
Last Life Gaming Network is an over-the-top platform catering to the gamer, with hours of content at your disposal upon launch date. The LLGN will provide you with top-notch entertainment in the gaming world, with original shows such as Collections, Co-op Interview, and GUI Gaming Under the Influence, as well as highlights of Twitch and Mixer live streams. The network will have you chomping at the bits for content. Add on a live stream schedule and streams that will be interactive. There will be countless reasons for you, the viewer, to be invested in.
Welcome to another installment of the Never Tuck Your Town TV platform. Thank y'all for pulling up. Please be sure to hit that like button, heart wherever you're watching this. I know we're on Twitch, we're on Facebook, and we're on YouTube, so please be sure to hit that. Leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the live chat, definitely interact with whoever's in there. If you're talking to me, I'll definitely see what's going on. I'm still trying to get some things situated here, but before I do that, big shout out to D&D's and Sons, man. They are sponsoring this episode today. Huge shout out to them. Check them out, man, in the North Vale area. Hold up, let me do this properly, man. Big shout out to Delva, doing major things with his business over there. So if you're looking to get your car detailed or your sofa clean, that's right. He cleans sofas. So I know you just had probably some family over, sleeping on the sofa. They wasn't, smelling right. Had a lot to drink, sweating a lot, and they just plopped themselves on your sofa and passed out. There's a whole lot of stink on there. You know what I'm saying? So now you could definitely get an appointment with D&D and Sons. You know what I mean? Look no further than D&D and Sons mobile service for all your home and car detailing needs. They focus on the cleanliness of your vehicle's interior and the aesthetics of the exterior. They take their time with every single job, from car seats to love seats, from cheapest to the most expensive service. Quality is what they offer. They take great pride in their work. Appointment only. Remember that. You have to set an appointment. Like, it ain't just pull up and, hey, I want you. Now, set your appointment. You could go to their Instagram, which is DD Sons Mobile Wash, or you can call them at 973-955-5389. That is DD and Sons. I'm telling you, man, get your sofa right. I know y'all have family over. They was probably, like I said, drinking after the meal, or probably was sweating while they was eating the meal too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to G Money. Thanks for pulling up, brother. Appreciate you. It was a family ordeal over the weekend. You know what I mean? You had the family over. Food, liquor was flowing. Family member was probably sweating all over the place. Couldn't drive because they was drunk. So you let them crash on your sofa. Sofa's probably a little, doesn't smell like it normally does. Set up an appointment with D&D and Sons. They got you. If you need your car detailed right, car wash or detailing right, holla at them. they'll get you right. You know what I'm saying? So huge shout out to D&D and Sons. I'm still trying to get what I wanted to get situated. But one thing I want to say, although I missed the games, I didn't get the opportunity to see them in person. I watched a lot of footage. I even watched the bridge and the family game twice because I seen a lot in that game. That was very, very interesting. So I definitely had to watch that one twice. But facts, Brad. Facts, Brad. You know what I mean? If you already know they ain't trying to drive nowhere. So they gonna hit that couch, you know what I mean? So they gotta holler at DD and Sons, man, to get they sofa right, to get it smelling good again. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. For real, for real. But back to what I was talking about. I was saying I didn't get to watch the games, but I'm saying I didn't get to watch them live. I watched the a little bit of the footage. I watched tons of footage from each game, but I actually sat down and watched the Bridge versus the Family game before I came on. So I was like, wow. I noticed a lot of things. I'm gonna get into that. That one I could probably break down the most because that one I actually sat down and watched. The other game that I watched a lot of footage of was the Rebels Elite versus DD and Sons. That game was crazy. 2-point joint. I'm not going to be able to do a crazy breakdown, but I'm going to definitely say my piece because that was definitely one of the games that I was like, yo, pay attention to this game. And of course, players of the games are going to get their kudos. You know how that goes down. And players of the week, it's crazy this week too. It's crazy this week, the players of the week. So don't be mad at me. They played exceptionally well this week. One more thing I got to plug before we get into the games. You know, the vibes, if you're going to pull up, pay up. That's it. If you go pull up, pay up. I don't want to hear nothing else. That's that. You know what I mean? If you're trying to enjoy some good games, I mean, the games are getting better as we go further into the season. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me or just completely disagrees with me, but as we're watching the games, as the team's starting to gel, the games are getting better. The guys are getting into game shape. You know what I mean? Guys are taking the games a lot more seriously, stretching, doing all the good stuff to get right. Yeah, trust me. The games are getting better. Like I would say the past 2 weeks, like week 3, week 4, those weeks were insane. So I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what happens these next few weeks because 5, 6, and 7 are gonna be very telling. Because matter of fact, hold up, man. Let me get these standings up here. Hold on, I got y'all right quick. Hold on. Because if I get the standings up here, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Because I know a lot of people are visual people. First and foremost, huge shout out to Keep It Clean. Continuing their winning ways, 3-0. Like I said, haven't lost a game. I'm gonna keep saying that. Y'all can get sick of me. I understand that, but beat them before you get sick of me. Simple as that. Shout out to the family. 3-1. Bullies 2-2. This is where things get super interesting. After the top 2 teams, like right now, the top 2 teams pretty much got their playoff hopes almost solidified. Definitely Keep It Clean. The family, that loss is kind of ooh, because if they lose again, they're gonna be right there in the conversation with the Bullies in the Bridge, right? Because the Bullies in the Bridge are now 2-2. The Bullies are on, I believe, a 2-game losing streak. The Bridge just won the last game, and not last game. I'm sorry, the game before, and lost to the family, right? Whatever. Preview to the recap. Whatever. You see the records here, right? Then we got Heritage and D&D and Sons. Same exact record. The only reason why Heritage is above D&D and Sons is because the win that they got is against the family, and the family's the second place team. D&D and Sons beat Rebels Elite, as you can see there. And Rebels Elite is in a tough bind, but don't count them out. They have to win out the next 3 games. They have to go on a 3-game winning streak to even keep their hopes alive. And I'm trying to see who they play. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second because I think I got the schedule right here, y'all. Give me a second. I got next week's schedule. I'm not just gonna announce it to y'all. I'm gonna get it on the screen for y'all. Hold on, let me get this down. Here we go. Bong. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, man. I was taking care of something else with my other platform, of course, the Blast Podcast. Oh, quick plug. Please be sure to follow me on Instagram. That's at THABLASTPODCAST. And of course, might as well announce it here as well. The Blast Podcast has its own YouTube channel. So if you type in THA space BLAST space PODCAST, you will see the Blast Podcast YouTube channel. It has its own YouTube channel, and Onslaught Multimedia has its own YouTube channel. I got into some things on YouTube. I explained that on my channel. It's coming up. And it got real. So I got to make sure I separate the two entities. Unfortunately, I was trying to keep the Blast Podcast under Onslaught Multimedia and just build that platform. But I got into some real things on YouTube. So, quick side note. Sorry for getting off topic. But here you go. The Bridge versus the Bullies. Wow. Both teams, 2-2. Both teams coming off losses. I'm not going to get too deep into the importance of this game and the matchups. I just wanted to show y'all after I showed y'all the record. Now, let's talk about Rebels Elite here, right? Rebels Elite has an opportunity to get on a winning streak, but the first game for them to get on this winning streak is against Keep It Clean, who hasn't lost a game yet in this league. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. And of course, game 3. Both teams are 1-2. Both teams are very familiar with each other. Oh my God. I could probably dub this like rivalry week, right? The Bridge and the Bullies familiar with each other. I'm not sure if Keep It Clean and Rebels Elite are. I'm not sure the history between those two. But I know D&D and Sons and Heritage are familiar with each other. So this is almost like a rivalry week. You know what I mean? So that's going to be interesting. But now, let's get into the games, man. Sorry, I know I got a little sidetracked. I didn't get everything up there. I still got to load some stuff up here. But let's get into why y'all are here, man. Y'all are here to get these recaps, man. Straight like that. So game number 1, man. The game that I was watching. I watched the second time, actually. Oh, huge shout out to Ra, a.k.a. The Dream, for standing in for me. I didn't even know he was going to do that. So huge shout out to him for doing that. Truly appreciate you, brother. That was definitely dope. I'll be back. See? I didn't know that. Shout out to Woj Wonder. Always on the check-in. Always dropping that information for me right there. See, that's going to be good. That's going to be good. Both of them are guys that play with their emotions. What? They're going to be chirping too? Neither of them back down? Thanks for that, Wonder. Truly appreciate you, Wolves Wonder. See, that's the teamwork right there. Gotta appreciate that. Heard me talking about rivalry week, and that's exactly what that is now. We're gonna dub week 5 rivalry week. Straight like that. See, there it is. There it is. You know I got you, bro. Hashtag Wolves Wonder. You already know, bro. I got you, man. That started, I believe, this summer. That was fire when I saw that. I popped huge for that. But let's get to the games, man. Game 1. The Family versus the Bridge. Everyone voted the Family to win this. They were the heavy favorites to win this game. And this game was pretty good in the first half, man. It was pretty good in the first half, but anytime you're playing against the family, man, they turn it up in the second half, especially if you're not keeping up your intensity on the other side. What they're going to do is first half, they're going to play intense, but second half, they're going to kick it into another gear. They're going to kick it into another gear. And if you're not maintaining your intensity or amplifying your intensity, they're going to get you out of here. You know what I mean? I mean, the Bridge made a run towards the end. You know what I'm saying? Big Al hit a big shot. There were some key steals at the end. Shout out to Full Metal Jacket, L. Diddy. There was one shot L. Diddy should have pulled, but he gave it to Shaw. I thought that would have been a big three if he would have knocked that down. That would have brought him within single digits, but he passed it up. So, but shout out to both teams. These guys played exceptionally well, intense, aggressive. Of course, no one backed down. By the way, shout out to Mills, man. Mills was acting up in the first half. Acting up. No look passes and all that? Really? Really? Is that how you do right now? Shout out to Mills. Mills is really out there hooping. You know what I'm saying? And of course, player of the game. Mills Incorporated. The man had 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Shout out to Mills doing his thing. I told you, once he gets that shot going down, it's going to be a problem for a lot of people. And he's finding his guys, too. Got 3 assists in there. So, of course, you see his stat line. I'm going to go through the family's stat line. Court Grip Kev, man. He's also another dude that comes in every Sunday, and he's reliable. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave this right here just for y'all too, because I always mention y'all little banter, so I'm gonna keep that right there just for y'all too. Hopefully YouTube uses that as a thumbnail. That'll be amazing. I'm sick of him. That's crazy right there. But no, for real, Court Grip Kev is a reliable dude for the family. He came in, had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Of course, the floor general himself, K-Boy, 9 points, 4 assists, 1 steal. And yo, Haitian Jack, Jula Jack, he did his thing. He really stepped it up for the family. He did his thing. He had 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. Great game from the family. They were victorious, 57-49. And of course, shout out to the Bridge, man. Like I said, they did their thing. The only issue that the Bridge had was Big Al couldn't find a shot, man. That was it. He was taking the shots that he needed to take. Like I said, he even hit a big 3 down the stretch, but his shot wasn't falling in the paint and the perimeter. And I'm like, dang, he had the right strategy. It's just the ball was not going down for my guy, Big Al. He had 9 points, 5 rebounds. Shaw had 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. He's super reliable. You got to just get him the ball, find him at the right spots. The only critique I have of Shaw is sometimes he takes too many threes. With his athleticism, he should be attacking that rack and getting to the line straight like that. And of course, Buddha the shooter, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. The only thing I would tell Buddha is, well, no, because he was looking for the guys. A lot of the guys were mishandling the rock. So I can't even tell him that he needs to look for his guys more, because he probably would have had more assists if guys were either to make their shots or handle the ball, because I seen a lot of bobbled passes. So huge shout out to the Bridge, man. Hopefully they recover, because now they got the bullies. And like I said, both of those teams are super familiar with each other. That's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see that game next week. And yes, I will be live. I will be live. Of course, I got to pull up. And you know what? We've been getting great feedback about being on the court. So I'm going to be on the court with the table, with the laptop, capturing the game that way. That's going to be a complete vibe. A lot of people have been telling me and the commissioner they appreciated that time. You know what I mean? Oh, word? Hold up. I had 10 in the second half. The whole tape is not there. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to see if I can watch the tape. Oh, wait, I didn't see. There was like a a lot of the first half that's not in the live stream. So maybe that's where he's talking about where he got his points. So that's gonna be tough. We're gonna see what's going on with that. Thank you for that, Curtis. Appreciate you, my guy. So I was talking about the camera view. So a lot of y'all appreciated when I was on the court. So we're gonna bring it down to the court from now on. You know what? This is a good time to bring it back down to the court because it's rivalry week. Because now, hopefully, it's not too crazy down there and it gets super explicit and expletives just being thrown at each other. Hopefully not. You know what I mean? But you are going to see the intensity. Because every team that's playing each other are super familiar with each other. So that's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see that. Game number 2. Game number 2. Of course, keep it clean. The heavy favorites to take this, and they did what they had to do. Keep it clean, 51. The Bullies, 37. Once again, first half, both teams came out, fired up. The only thing which I noticed for the past 2 weeks for the Bullies, the guards aren't being aggressive enough. And that's probably the most I can say about the Bullies' backcourt right now. The first 2 weeks, you've seen their backcourt and you've seen what they can do. But the past 2 weeks, they've been somewhat non-existent. You know what I'm saying? The intensity isn't there. They're not looking to take their shots. And when I say their shots, I'm not just talking about shooting threes. You got perimeter shooters. You got guys that can take it to the rack. You know what I mean? Draw the foul. Get the old-fashioned 3-point. But second half, you really seen the guards of the Bullies not really play aggressive. I don't know if the General and Hood AI took them out the game. I don't know what it was. But dudes with the Bullies backcourt was not playing Bullies basketball straight like that. That's just me keeping it 100. And if the Bullies backcourt doesn't play at the level they need to play at, the rest of the team is going to be affected. Straight like that. See? That's the commission right there. They're not playing with intensity. They're not. And if you're playing Keep It Clean or the family, you have to play with intensity. Don't bring the intensity sometimes. You got to bring it every game, especially in this league. This league is way too intimate to be taking games off. Because guess what? You give a team like Rebels a leader shot because guess what? If there's a team with 4 losses and Rebels, you never know, there might be a 2-4 team in the playoffs. If people keep acting like this ain't serious. Remember, there's only 3 weeks left in the regular season. 3 games left, 2 games left for some. It's serious. It's serious. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Keep It Clean. Shout out to Hood AI, man. Shout out to Hood AI. Hey, man, I can't cap on that. They did go against tougher defenders. They did. Now that Hood AI said that, right? Let's talk about the defense that Keep It Clean put on the Bullies right there, right? Think about it. 4 steals from the General himself. Shout out to the General. We're going to get to his stats in a minute. And 7 steals from Hood AI. That's 11 turnovers, right? And knowing how Keep It Clean plays, they got a bucket after the turnovers. So think about that. That's probably 22 points if they didn't take 3-pointers after those steals. That's 22 points that the Bullies gave up. If they scored off of every turnover. That's if. I'm just using I'm just using the worst case scenario. That is insane. But I'm glad Hood AI brought that up because that's exactly what hurt the Bullies. The intense defense from Keep It Clean. That's 11 turnovers just off of 2 defenders. Shout out to the Punisher. He got a steal. So that's 12. 24 points if they scored off of every steal. That is insane. You know what I mean? Let's get to the player of the game. He was wilding out, of course. Of course, he gets fired up every time he plays the Bullies. Every time this man comes to play the Bullies, he gets fired up. Shout out to the player of the game, none other than the General. 25 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and like I said earlier, 4 steals. Bro, when I seen the stat line, my G, that's the first thing that popped into my head. I was like, yo, that's 11 turnovers just off 2 defenders, bro. That is not good at all. That is not good at all, man. Hopefully, after the guys see this, they're like, yo, we really got to lock in. Because you really got to lock in. If you you have to win the rest of the games out to solidify a 3rd spot. And that's for the Bullies. Keep it clean is good. Keep it clean is good. Let me run down the rest of the stats. Shout out to Hood AI. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 steals. Crazy. And the old reliable, the Punisher, 6 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. So huge shout out to Keep It Clean. And for the Bullies, man, shout out to Taliban Pooch, wing player. He's not really a guard. He's more like a small forward. He had 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. I see he wasn't afraid to take the shots, and they were going down for him. And of course, Wakanda forever. Scrappy, always out there. He's like Andre Iguodala. He's a jack of all trades. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steal, 2 blocks. See what I'm saying? Now imagine if you would have seen names like Manny Moore Superstar, Sully or Papa Doc or the guys that need to pop up. Jomar, who had an exceptional week 1. Great week 2, week 3, week 4. No. Same thing with Papa Doc. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to know, don't let somebody's defense take your intensity away. Stop worrying about the referees. Play your game. That's another thing I saw with the Bullies, especially in the second half. They were too busy chirping to the referees. The referees are not going to change their call. They're not going to change their call, and they're not going to get back and play defense for you. You're letting your team down when you just look at the ref and just walk back because the other team is running back with 5, and now your team's only there with 4. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about the refs. Yes, you know, if it was a bad, because sometimes they be making some really, really bad calls. I'm not going to cap. I am not going to cap for the refs right now. But it's still a game going on. You know what I'm saying? You still got to get back, and you still got to, play the team game because it's a team sport. So all I got to say is, man, hopefully the Bullies snap out of it. They got a tough one against the Bridge because they're coming off a loss. So the Bridge is going to be ready to fight, ready to ball, ready to go at it. So it's going to be very interesting who's going to bounce back from that loss because both teams are coming off losses. So that's going to be interesting to see the Bridge versus the Bullies. And, of course, to me, the game of the week. I called it last week, too. I said, yo, pay attention to this game. Both teams are 0-2. Both teams need the victory. And DD and Sons, who are actually the favorites to win this game. Who are the actual favorites? It's supposed to be of. I know what you meant. I know what you meant, Commish. I know what you meant. Game of the week for sure. DD and Sons victorious over Rebels Elite 51-49. The sponsors of this episode, by the way. Hold on. I got you, Delvin. Don't worry, bro. I got you, Delvin. I got you. Bang! Like I said, man, if you're trying to get your sofas right, it's all good, Commissioner. I got you. If you're trying to get your sofas right after your drunk ass cousin, your drunk cousin fell asleep on the couch, holla at D&D and Sons Detailing, mobile washing and detailing. I'll at him, give him a call. I dropped the number earlier. Hold on, I'll get that number for you again. 973-955-5389. But enough plugging the business. An amazing game. I was just going to try and catch the end of the game, but when I seen how close it was and the way it ended, I was like, oh, nah, hold up. I got to see like clips of the first half. I can't just run through the clips of the second half. I got to see clips of the first half. And it was intense through and through. I mean, back and forth. Great basketball being played. Methodical. Scrappy. Like both teams knew what was that. You know what? That's what I seen. Both teams knew what was on the line. Both teams wanted it. You know what I mean? But there's only one winner, and huge shout out to D&D and Sons. Oh, yeah, you know what? I swear I feel like a clairvoyant because I called this game to be game of the week, and I sung high praises of this guy right here. Huge shout out to Jerry's World, J. Dot. First game when they played, I believe it was week 2. He was active. He didn't score crazy buckets. He didn't go nuts like that, but he was active. And I was like, yo, the energy that he got, he should be a starter. And then after that, I guess they heard me. They agreed. And week 2, week 3, he started. And then week 4, he must have found his rhythm. Because you see the stat line. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and of course, we don't have the line for that. 2 steals. That's what he does. He plays those passing lanes. You throw a lazy pass, he will get a hand in there, and most of the time, he will steal it. So huge shout out to Jerry's World, player of the game. That's my guy right there, man. Huge shout out to Jerry's World. And of course, another reliable guy for this team, for D&D and Sons. Showtime to Artsy. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks. Like he's always playing great, and I'm glad to see that they got the win because he always pulled up and played great for them, but they always lost. So to see him continue to play great and get the dub, I know he appreciated that. So shout out to Showtime to Artsy, and I'm not sure who RCR is. This is my first time seeing him on the stat line, but I believe I seen him play. Someone let me know what is his jersey number, and I'll be sure to let y'all know if I seen him play. RCR, ref catch and wreck, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, did his thing. Shout out to D&D and Sons on getting their first victory. Rebels Elite. Now, you guys fell victim to the 0-3 record, man. That for this league, that is tough. That is tough. Hold on. Let me get this down. That is tough for this league. 0-3 is a tough start. It's not like it was an easy road for you guys. It's not like you had a cakewalk. It was tough for you guys. So the only thing I can say to encourage y'all is play every game like it's your last now. Every single game like it's your last. Because if you're able to win it out and go 3-3, if there's a team that's 2-4, you slide right in, bro. But that's the only thing I can say to encourage y'all to push for the playoffs, win the next 3 out. You know? Let me run y'all stats down. Shout out to OGG Money. He had pulled up earlier. 14 points, 2 rebounds. The only thing I don't see for OGG Money is assists. And I know he can see the game because he knows how to get to the basket. He knows how defenders move or the defense is going to move to get to the basket. So if he could find ways to find his teammates and still put up those points, you know what I mean? It can be really, really dangerous for Rebels Elite. And of course, IXL, a guy that I was always high on. This is I believe my second or third time seeing him on the stat sheet. He had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Someone that I don't see on here Well, there's two guys I don't see on here. I don't see Burning Rubber Raw. I don't know if he pulled up to that game, and of course, I didn't see T2. I don't know if he pulled up to that game, and if they were there, that's wild that they weren't on the stat line. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But like I was saying, T2 is usually on the stat line, and if he had pulled up and he wasn't on the stat line, D&D and Sons did their thing. That means Showtime 2 Artsy must have neutralized him because he had 3 blocks. So that's amazing to see. Now hold on, let me see if I can get this right for y'all right quick. Okay, now I got that. We are good. Trying to see if I could get next week's games up here for y'all, right? So I can discuss that. Get that's man. I can't wait to get these graphics up here for y'all. Give me one more second. I gotta get one more game up here, and then we're Gucci. Oh, and then I gotta get because the defensive player of the week. I didn't have a great picture of you, so the graphic looks crazy. But I got a better picture of you, and I'll definitely post a better version of that tomorrow on the page. But as of right now, don't kill me, bro. It looks crazy. You look like a legit ghost on the graphic. But like I said, I got a better picture, so we should be fine. One more step, y'all. All right. Now, I'm gonna get that schedule back up. And no, I don't have to get the schedule back up. What's the first game? Hold up. Let me get the schedule back up. Right. The Bridge versus the Bullies, right? Bam. Of course, you know how we do. We're gonna have the votes going down. Matter of fact. Hold up. Huge shout out to VOH basketball to finally getting 3,000 followers on the IG page. Big kudos. Yeah, 3,000 followers. That's a complete vibe. Please be sure to follow us on Instagram. That's VOH basketball. Straightforward. Hold on. What am I saying? I should have this loaded up. Bang! There it is. Follow VOH basketball and Never Tuck Your Town TV and Last Life Gaming. That's how we doing it, man. That's how we giving it up. Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. And make sure you click all. When you click that notification bell, select all so you get all of the notifications. You get notifications for the games. You get notifications for the interviews. You get notifications for the recaps. You know what I'm saying? So please be sure to do that. But I had to shout out VOH basketball on that one because I was like, wait a minute. That's right. We got 1,000. Oh, number 7. Okay, yes. I did see RCR play already. Yes. Number 7. I didn't know his name was Ref Catch a Wreck. So yes, I did see him play. So that's what's up. Huge shout out to RCR. And yes, 3,000 followers on IG. That's big, especially for an independent league that does everything independently, from the media to the getting the games arranged, everything. Uniforms, everything. Even the basketball. That's right. For the unlimited, of course. I'm just, I'm bragging. I'm being braggadocious. Forgive me. But I had to shout that out. But let's get to it. Game 1. The voting will be taking place on the VOH basketball story and the Never Tuck Your Town story. Both stories are active. We always get votes, so you know what's going down. We want to know who is going to be the favorites for the Bullies versus the Family. First game of next week, right? Both of these teams are 2-2. Both teams are coming off losses. Well, a loss for the Bridge, 2 losses for the Bullies. They don't want to go down to a third straight loss because, so you know they're going to try and come out intense, and so will the Bridge. So this is a collision course, a freaking roller derby. What's that other joint called with the cars when they start smashing each other? I don't know what that's called, but you know what I'm talking about, where they just start crashing into each other. This is exactly what this is. The bridge versus the bullies is going to be wild. So please be sure to vote for that. That'll go up on the story at around 10 p.m. on Never Tuck Your Town TV. I'm not sure when VOH basketball will get it up there, but I'm sure they'll get it up there after that, or maybe even before that. I'm not sure. Game number 2. 2 teams. Wait, this is game 2, right? Yep, Keep It Clean versus Rebels Elite. Bam! One team undefeated, other team looking to get their first win. Has to win it out to even be considered for the playoffs. You know what I mean? Rebels Elite 0-3 has to win this game and the next 2 to be considered for the playoffs. But they're going against a giant, a juggernaut, a force, and Keep It Clean. I mean, you heard what I said before when they played against the bullies. 11 turnovers just between 2 players. They're actually brothers. Shout out to the Lindsay brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. That is insane. So that's going to be interesting to see. 2 teams that are familiar with each other, just like the Bridge and the Bullies. That's going to be a fire matchup. That's going to be up there for y'all to vote on. And of course, for me, game of the week. Because I'm also looking at the Bullies and the Bridges game of the week, but this one to me is even more important because this is the bottom half of the standings. Both of these teams are 1-2. D&D and Sons is coming off a victory, feeling good. They got their first victory in the league. And now they're playing against a team that they're very familiar with. Guys that are familiar with each other. You know what I mean? Delver used to play for Haley Dodge back in 2019. So this is gonna be interesting. Haley Dodge versus D&D and Sons. Both teams trying to get their second win. Hopefully, Monsieur Haley Dodge and take it to the house. We're able to figure things out, build on the chemistry. So guys like Jigsaw and Streets and Jean and Shelly can get involved, man, so they can do their thing. And of course, mid-man stand. Like they have to figure that out because they have a great roster. You know what I mean? And this is the perfect time to do it because they have to win out. All these teams here, these 2 teams right here have to win out. They don't really want to get a third loss. If they can only keep it at 2 losses, they're great. But guess what? There can only be one winner. So one of these teams is going to get that third loss. That's why I say this game is the game of the week. High stakes. High stakes. Woo. Shout out to Insatiable Productions, Team Insatiable, repping y'all with the jersey today. Huge shout out to Dylan, Aiden, brothers doing their thing. Dylan's out there hooping. I believe he's doing this thing over at Drew. So huge shout out to Insatiable Productions. Wow, let me look at those standings one more time, right? So you guys can see what I was talking about. Look at the Bullies in the Bridge, right? And yes, the family has a bye week. So they get to chill, they get to rest. That's good for them. Bullies in the Bridge, Heritage D&D and Sons. Those were the 2 games I was looking at to be games of the week because of the equal records and how none of those teams want to get that third loss. Because guess what? You give Rebels Elite that opportunity to sneak on in right past you. You know what I mean? But it's important for Rebels Elite to try and get that dub on Keep It Clean, but it's not going to be easy. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Shout out to my man, Midman Stan in the building. Truly appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, man, you guys got to be ready. You got to be ready. They got to get you the ball. It's that simple. They got to get you the ball because you shooting from the mid-range, the high post, low post, short corner. You got active guys like Streets, Jean, and Shelly getting the ball, getting the boards. Nah, that's gonna be different. And of course, you got Fritz, and you got Take It to the House. Like, you guys have a legit roster. Once you figure it out, I'm telling you, y'all can be dangerous. And of course, y'all can get that fourth spot in the playoffs. Because pretty much, look at that: 4, 5, 6, and 7 are pretty much. I gotta throw 3 in there. So the 3 and 4 spots is up for grabs between 3 and 7. Like I said, Rebels Elite still has a chance, but they don't want to get that fourth loss. And if they do get that fourth loss, they want to hope that another team goes 1-2 in the next few weeks, and hope that it's one of those 3 and 4 teams. I'm sorry, yeah, the teams that are ranked number 3 and 4. Because if it's number 6 or number 5, they don't really care about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting interesting, man. This is getting interesting. Another thing I wanted to announce, y'all: the award race is coming soon. I'm gonna be throwing up some stats tomorrow. It's gonna be interesting. I'm just trying to get you guys fired up. You know what I mean? Hopefully, this commentary I did this week was really important to y'all, because that's why I wanted to get the standings up there. Because look how tight it is still, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? What's going on? What? What? Wait a minute. Wait. Hey, I just had to throw that up there because I saw that in the chat. I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on? Right before the Bullies game? Nah. Maybe he's talking about after the season. That's wild. That is wild breaking news. Yo, this week has been crazy. Wild breaking news, like crazy. What? That's crazy. Yo, shout out to Hood AI. Facts. The battle of the zones. That's facts. Shout out to Heritage and D&D and Sons. What? Damn. Kurt. What? Free agency? That's wild. Yeah, see, you know what it is, Stan. You know what it is, Stan. That's wild. See, even Woj wonders, like, wait a minute, what? Mind's blown? Okay. Free agent talk. There is a signee out there. This is major. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the bridge, but yo, hopefully Big Al and Lou have to have someone to replace Shaw, because if Shaw is speaking the truth, he said it right here. Look, wait, right now, holla. Hey, you got a free agent there. Someone's looking for a real athletic wing. That's your guy right there. That is your guy. But like I was saying, man, look how intimate the league is, especially with just 7 teams. It's wild. But let's get to Last Life Gaming Network Offensive Player of the Week. Do I really even have to say? Oh, okay. Kamish says it right there. He'd have to wait until next season. I guess the free agency signing has closed. So, damn. Either way, the bridge has lost a major key with Shaw being off the team. That's wild. That's a wild loss for the bridge. But like I said, do I really need to say who won Offensive Player of the Week? Do I? Do I really did I really have to say? Shout out to the general of Keep It Clean. You see the stat line. You heard me say the stat line earlier. I'm gonna say it again for y'all. You know what I mean? 25 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. Right? 4 of the 11 turnovers between the two defenders in that game versus Keep It Clean versus the Bullies. Right? This is I think this is the first time this has happened. Right? Defensive Player of the Week. I apologize for the photo. Right? because at the time when I made the graphic, I didn't have a good photo. But tomorrow I will have a better photo of you. We need a photo of you in the white jersey. But either way, I'm gonna get it right because this looks crazy. Yeah, you look like a ghost. I don't mean to do you like that, brother. It's all good. Hit Hood AI. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 steals. Let me get my guy right. Hold on. Let me get my guy right. Bang. We got you, beloved. We got you. I couldn't keep you up there looking like Ghost Hood AI. I got you, bro. This is the photo I'm gonna use. We had to go into the archives. This is the photo I'm gonna use on the graphic when I post it tomorrow. I'll post the generals tonight. I'm not gonna post that one of Hood AI. That was just looking crazy. But I'm gonna get it right tomorrow and then post that on the page tomorrow. But yeah, that's our Last Life Gaming Network offensive and defensive player of the weeks. I'm sorry, of the week. It's the first time we had brothers win it. This is not the first time teammate, but I think this is the first time teammates have won it for 35 and up as well. That's wild. Shout out to Keep It Clean. Defending champs, undefeated. I mean, what more can I say? Players of the week, you can add that. You got MVPs, players of the game, like it's whatever for the Lindsay brothers, man. Shout out to Keep It Clean. Shout out to everyone that pulled up, man. I truly appreciate y'all when y'all watch. You're the reason why I keep going. That's a fact. I have mad fun doing the sports side of things because, of course, I do my other thing on the platform. I got you tomorrow. I got you AI. Trust me. I got you tomorrow, my G. You're going to look clean tomorrow. That one looked crazy, but I wanted to show them that, your 7 steals was serious, but that looks wild. I got to keep that up there for a while. But AI is sick right now. That picture's looking crazy. I tried my best, bro, but the picture I had of you was wild, blurry. But this pic right here, this is the one I'm going to use for the graphic and get you right on the Never Tuck Your Town TV IG page and the VOH basketball IG page. We are not going to throw up that ghost pic. That was only for the recap. You know what I mean? Always got to be entertaining. Keep it engaging. You know the vibes. But no, huge shout out to Hood AI. Huge shout out to Joe the General. They always get charged up when they play. They always get charged up when they play the Bullies. And like I said, between those two alone, 11 turnovers. That's big. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm getting out of here. I have fun. Week 5. Hold on. One last time. One last time. I'm gonna get the standings up here. Right. Shout out to Keep It Clean. 3-0. Maintaining that winning streak. Looking straight ahead to that championship. You know what I'm saying? Please be sure to go to the VOH basketball and Never Tuck Your Town stories to vote on these games here. It's going to be a vibe. Week 5 is going to be crazy. I'm dubbing this rivalry week. It's the Bridge versus the Bullies, Keep It Clean versus Rebels Elite, D and Sons versus Heritage. Wow. All 3 of those games could be candidates for game of the week. That's going to be crazy. Definitely tap in. If you're going to pull up, hit you with it. Pay up. You're going to pull up, pay up. You know the vibes. Or you can just catch the live stream. I will be calling the game. I'm going to be right on the court. You're going to catch the intensity of Rivalry Week right in front of your eyes, man. This was fun. So I almost did a whole hour. What? This is fire. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're catching the replay, thank you for watching it. Everyone that's here live right now, salute to y'all. Like I said, hit that like button, leave a comment, share. That helps this channel get into the algorithms of YouTube so the AI can see, okay, this is a sports platform. They do their thing with sports. So help us out with the likes and the sharing. And that's on any platform, whether it's Twitch or whether it's Facebook or whether it's YouTube. Especially YouTube, you want to help us out. You know what I mean? So we getting out of here, man. We're gonna play these ads, and I am gone. Y'all enjoy. See y'all next week when I'm recapping week 5. and then we'll be 2 weeks away from the playoffs and the award race. Well, no, let's get out of here. Thanks for watching, man. Truly appreciate y'all.
Welcome to the Blast Podcast, created and hosted by your friendly neighborhood media personality, me, DSP. I am the voice of Rockland County, New York's art culture, and this platform is the epicenter of said culture. I sit down with many artists, producers, entrepreneurs, among other creatives, and get them to open up to our listeners so they get to know them better. If I'm not doing that, I'm covering current events and reacting to them. Once again, welcome to your new favorite podcast, the Blast Podcast.
I with the night hopes you see. So do unto you unto me. Baby, I came with the sauce, but you complete the recipe. So I say all my Haitians, we're all of the nations. Rep where you came from, but big up my Jamaicans. They're stuck in their ways, the glue's on their face, and we don't even play like that. Oh yeah. The glue's on their face, they're stuck in their ways. The glue's on their face, they're stuck in their ways. The glue's on their face, but we don't even play like that.
The Last Life Gaming Network is an over-the-top platform catering to the gamer, with hours of content at your disposal upon launch date. The LLGN will provide you with top-notch entertainment in the gaming world, with original shows such as Collections, Co-op Interview, and GUI Gaming Under the Influence, as well as highlights of Twitch and Mixer live streams. The network will have you chomping at the bits for content. Add on a live stream schedule and streams that will be interactive. There will be countless reasons for you, the viewer, to be invested in.